I'm here to talk business and I'm not here to play any type of games. Hi guys, I'm Grandy. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I'm so happy that you're here. Today, honey, I'm gonna give you all the tea on how to bag yourself a fashion internship. So I have had 7 fashion internships in my time, yes. So I just want to share the knowledge and let you guys know some tips that will help you if you're looking for a fashion internship or if you're looking for any type of internship in general. As you can see, honey, I'm not here to play games today. I'm wearing my pink blazer. I have the shoulder pads on deck. That's because I'm trying to give you guys the real. I'm coming to you guys as, you know, a boss lady in my suit because, you know, I have experience in this field. I just thought, let me come correct in this video. Let me, you know, come ready, come slay, so you guys can know that I'm here to talk business and I'm not here to play any type of games. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the tips. I just got 5 tips, so stay tuned and hear all of the tips because I know there's probably so many videos out there, you know, giving you guys tips and tricks, but I feel like I might have a few in here that you may have never heard before. So stay tuned and please do like, comment down below and subscribe. You can write anything down below, even if you want to tell me what you had for dinner tonight. But yeah, let's get into it. So my first tip is do not be afraid to use every single online resource available. There's amazing ones out there. I'm based in the UK, so great websites that you can use are Fashion Worky, Fashion United, Fashion Jobs. Google even have their own list. I don't even have to say this, but Google is your best friend. Just literally Google fashion internships, London fashion internships, whatever. But of course, if you are looking for fashion internships, London and Manchester, I'll say, you'll find the greatest concentration of fashion internships there. But of course, if you're in other cities, just focus the search in your areas, as well as, you know, looking on the generic fashion internship pages. Make sure you're looking on the actual brand's website of where you want to work. For example, if you want an internship at Topshop will have their list of fashion roles on their website. Also, when you're applying, make sure you have a cracking cover letter. If you're in university, then make sure, you know, you get your lecturers to look over it. If not, you get your best friends, your mom, your dad, your brother. Every extra pair of eyes are gonna help you along the way. And what I did is I'd had just like one like great generic one, but then every time I'd send it to someone new, I'd tailor it to that brand. So in my course, you had the option of taking a break between 2nd year and 3rd year and taking 1 year out, and then you could do fashion internships in that year. I seriously wanted a fashion internship. I did not want to go into 3rd year. I think I wanted to avoid 3rd year more than I wanted the internships. So I was like, I have to find anything. Like, if you guys want me to clean the floors, I will do it. Like, any type of fashion internships, I will take it. I wasn't too specific to like marketing or PR or like styling. I was just very broad. So my cover letter, you know, was quite generic, talking about all my different skills, but to each person that I would send it out to, I would write their name in there, I'd tailor it, and also I'd paste like a fact in there about their company, like, I love you guys because of you guys and your sustainability approach, or I'd say I love you guys because of, you know, your take on the latest trends. But I'd always say something that is very specific to that brand and, you know, mention their name, mention their stats. Oh, you guys, you know, are killing it right now. I know that you have 500,000 stores worldwide. So I'd make sure that even though I had a generic letter, I would always put in facts to make it specific to that person. Also, when I would send it out, I'd try my best to basically find out who I think would be opening the letter. So for example, if it was ASOS and I was applying for a PR job at ASOS, I'd look at the PR director's name on LinkedIn. I'd be like, ASOS director UK. I would be like a CSI agent. I'd be like, okay, ASOS, okay, UK based, okay, this is the director. So I'd be like, dear Suzanne Collins, because I know that on LinkedIn I can see that Suzanne Collins is the PR director. Or even if it's not Suzanne Collins who opens it, Suzanne Collins is still the head of the department, so it still looks like, oh, she knows who the head of the department is. Okay, girl, this girl knows what she's talking about. Instead of you saying, dear sir, madam, they'll be like, all right, cool. Do you know what I mean? I feel like it just makes it more personable, makes it like you want it more. And also you could literally find the person's LinkedIn information and just send it directly to them. Maybe you could even send them a quick message on LinkedIn, maybe a quick short one, and then send that out to people on LinkedIn. And then if they're like, yeah, great, then maybe bashing your CV. If you want it bad enough, you will literally find any way of contacting people. My second tip I'd say is use your network. Okay, so we always hear the word networking, you have to network to get jobs, you have to network. And this is actually a two-part point. But my first point is literally use the people that are within your network. And you might say, but I don't know anybody. I don't know any fashion people. All my friends are just like me. But I believe if you look hard enough, you can find people that might be connected to people who are in these fashion companies. And like, for example, I attended a fashion course, and that's one way of using your network. For example, your lecturers, talking to them, because a lot of fashion lecturers as well have had fashion careers and then they end up teaching. If they use their network to, you know, ask around if anyone have internships, then that is a great way. That was actually how I got one of my internships. We actually had a guest lecturer come to our university. You know when you get like those cool people who come in to speak? Yeah, so we had one of those. We had an editor come in from Harper's Bazaar magazine, and when like my lecturer announced him, guys, this is, you know, from Harper's Bazaar, I was like, Harper's Bazaar? And literally my antennas just went up. I remember I sat up straighter. I was paying attention to every single word, because I was like, this can actually be an opportunity. After his guest lecture, I actually ended up speaking to him, and I was like, if you ever need any type of help, if you ever need any assistance, I'm here, I'm ready, I'm willing. This was actually my first year of university, and I remember he was like, okay, great, I'll take your email whenever I need help. I bell you. And lo and behold, one day he did email me and he said, Grandy, I need help with researching for this article. So he gave me a bunch of things to research, and I was doing research and I was, you know, helping him out with this article. So that became one of my first fashion internships, because even though I wasn't like in the office like this working every day, I was helping him remotely. That magazine got printed and my name was actually printed in the magazine. So that was really exciting for me. It was funny because he actually worked for the Australian Harper's Bazaar magazine, and it's so crazy how God works. I happened to be in Australia at the time that the magazine was literally on the shelves, so I was able to go pick up the magazine and see my name in it, and that was a surreal moment for me. It's just so funny because, like, why am I, a random black girl from Birmingham, in Australia at the time that the magazine is out? But I was actually there for a family wedding. My cousin was getting married. So never ever look at, you know, opportunities one-dimensionally. Never ever just see a lecturer come in and be like, oh, that was a great lecture, learned a lot. No, be like, okay, what else can I get from this? Can I help them in any way? Can I assist them? That one was use your network. So use the people that are already in your circle, use the people that you can see around you. So that was the point A of networking. But for point B of networking, I also mean network in the traditional sense of get out there, chat to people, go to fashion events, go to fashion parties, go to fashion shows. There's so many free fashion shows that happen. There's so many ones that you can literally just show up, rock up, because it's actually crazy the amount of things that could just come from having a conversation with somebody at an event. Sometimes with networking, it's hard to like pressurize it. It's hard to say, okay, I'm gonna go to an event, I'm gonna meet 5 people and one of them is gonna give me a job. That is a hard thing to do when it comes to networking, because you never actually know if anyone in that room has the capacity to help you. But I would just say networking in the loose term, be open to have conversations with people and be open to learn things from people and literally just share your story with people, because by sharing your story with people that you meet, you literally never know what may come of it. But I would just say as well with networking, don't pressurize yourself too much. Networking actually is a way that I got another internship that I got. I think that with every single one of these points, it links to a way that I actually got an internship, so that's really cool. So one time during my fashion internships when I was working in PR, one of my bosses, he was amazing, the best guy ever. A fashion friend of his was having a birthday party and he was like, girls, you're gonna come with me, we're gonna go to this party together and we're gonna have a great time. Me and the other intern at the time, she was my absolute babe, I love her so much. Yeah, so we literally got kind of glam after work and then we went to this fashion party, literally just thinking, okay, we're gonna have a great time at this party. And then while I was at the party, I actually saw a stylist who I had been a massive fan of for so many years. I had literally always been seeing his work on my feed, and I used to always comment. I used to be like, oh my god, your work is amazing, oh my gosh, that picture is beautiful. I used to just always comment because that's just the type of person I am. Like whenever I see something that I love, I always have to comment and show appreciation. And he was at the party, and I was even telling my friend like, oh my gosh, I love that stylist, he's right over there. They were like, go say hi to him, what the heck? And I was like, no, I'm too scared, I can't say hi to him. And they were like, yeah, why not? So I literally plucked up the courage. I literally went up to him. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm just a fan of your work, like I think you're so sick, I followed you for years. And he was like, really? Like, do you really? Like, he was like, you're just waffling. And I was like, no, I'm a huge fan, I always comment on your Instagrams. And he was like, no you don't. And I was like, yes I do. And I was like, go on your Instagram. And he literally pulled up his Instagram. This is a funny scenario. He literally pulled up his Instagram at the party, and I was like, see, that's my comment, look, that's my comment. He was like, no way, you actually a fan? And I was like, yeah, I'm actually a fan. So that was such a funny conversation, but it went really well, and we had just a nice little chat. And he was like, oh cool, so you're interning, that's really cool. He was like, I always need assistance, so like if you want to assist me, then cool. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, is this a joke? He was like, yeah, like just give me an email and I'm sure we'll talk, and you know, we'll sort something out. And I was like, okay. And it was one of those ones where I literally gave him my information, but I didn't expect anything back. I'd had a great conversation with somebody that I was a massive fan of. But literally within the next few days, I remember I was actually at the PR job, and he'd messaged me and he was like, hey man, what's up? Let's link up, let's chat, and you know, talk about this thing. And I was like, I remember I was freaking out. And then as time went on, we met up, we chatted. Then I actually ended up assisting him on a few editorial shoots, and that really actually ended up giving me great styling experience. It's so funny because while I was working with him, it wasn't actually paid work, because as you guys all know, a lot of fashion internships are unpaid. You have to do it for the love, you have to do it for the sheer passion. But from working with him, I ended up getting a paid gig on the second shoot that we did together. I was assisting, I was doing my thing, I was steaming clothes, I was folding clothes, and I ended up speaking to the team on set that day. The woman who actually was in charge of the whole shoot, me and her ended up having a great bond that day. So she actually ended up booking me like down the line to assist another shoot for her. I ended up, you know, being a celebrity stylist on that shoot. Which is pretty crazy. The shoot that she ended up booking me on for was Timberland, the footwear brand, and they also do clothing and everything else, of course. So yeah, they were doing a collaboration with artists, and the artists were Ray and Young Bane. So I was on set that day. I was helping to style Ray, I was helping to style Young Bane, and that was an amazing experience for me. And I also got paid that day, so we love a bit of money. Who doesn't love that? So yeah, I'm telling you guys, you have to network, you have to talk to people, you have to push yourself out of your comfort zone, because I know it can be hard, I know. So my next tip, which actually links very well to networking, is telling everyone. By simply just having conversations about the fact that you're looking for a fashion internship to anybody that you meet, it can actually yield great results. You never know who you might be talking to, and you never know the person that they know. So for example, the story that I have related to this point is, there was one time I was actually at a shoot. The shoot that I was actually modeling for was for Patricia Bright's previous hair brand. At this shoot, the makeup artist was doing my makeup, and she was really lovely. We just got talking. I don't know how it came up in the conversation, but like I say, you have to tell everyone one way or another. If it's on your heart, it will come out. So I just ended up telling her, yeah, I'm looking for fashion internships right now. And then she was like, oh, okay. I actually have a friend who works at Matches Fashion. And I was like, no way. She was like, yeah, she's a really good friend of mine. She's got a really good role. Why don't I, you know, connect you two? And I was like, you're joking. Literally. And she put me in contact with a friend. I ended up emailing the friend, sending her my CV. Then I actually got an interview at Matches Fashion. If you guys know what Matches Fashion is, it's a luxury online retailer, and it's very top notch. They actually really wanted somebody who had experience in PR, and I had zilch experience, so yeah, I didn't get it. But it just shows that by simply putting yourself out there and telling people what it is that you're looking for, you can end up putting yourself in rooms that you would have never been in before. I also got another internship just by telling people what it was that I wanted. Like I said, I actually did end up securing a PR internship at Diesel, and at the time I was loving PR and I was really enjoying it. But on my 1 year placement, I wanted to really utilize the time and, you know, dibble and dabble in different parts of the industry so that I can see what it is that I like and what it is that I don't like. So like I said earlier, my manager manager was amazing. We had a really good relationship. So somehow I think it just became known to him that I was really into styling, and he actually had been following a stylist, and she'd posted on her Instagram that she was looking for fashion interns, and he actually saw that post and said, Grandy, look at this. So I actually messaged that stylist. So that was another internship I got, just simply by telling people what it was that I was interested in and what it was that I was looking for. So my next point is use social media. A lot of people see LinkedIn as, you know, the professional platform and, you know, places where you can get jobs through, and some people just see Instagram as, you know, something that's very frivolous and something for memes and things that people just post pictures of themselves in vanity. But no, you can actually very much use Instagram to elevate yourself and to get yourself an internship. And of course that just links back to my last point, because I got that internship because I saw the stylist had posted about it on her Instagram. So it's just very clear that using social media is very important. A tip that I have is make sure you're following people who are related to your desired field. So another way of, you know, getting internships could be simply by sending a DM to the people who you love their work and who you're inspired by, and just saying, hi, I'm such a big fan of your work. If you ever need any type of assistance, I'm literally here for you. Sometimes they won't get back to you, which is fine. I'm sure that they probably live very busy lives, so don't feel bad or anything like that, but also have hope that one day down the line, even though they may not need you in that instance, down the line they may need you and they may hit you up. I actually DM'd one of my favorite stylists years and years ago. Wait, let me actually check the DMs because I can't really actually remember that well. It was actually a stylist that I was obsessed with her work. I really loved her work, and I was desperately looking for fashion internships. So I messaged her and I said, hey babe, I'm such a fan of your work. This is my portfolio in case you want to see what I've done, but I would love to assist you in any way. And she said to me, oh, thank you so much, but you know, I don't really need help right now, but if I do, I'll let you know. And that was in 2016. Okay, so I was just like, okay, great, cool. And then guys, 3 years later in 2019, she actually messaged me and she said, hey babe, are you free to assist me this weekend? And I was like, yeah, of course. And in 3 years, she had literally gone from a stylist who was like just doing a few really amazing shoots to being literally the top stylist in her game. I know for a fact you know probably most of the artists that she styles because they're all huge names. Working with her was an amazing experience, and it literally started just from a DM, and 3 years later it manifested into me working with her. So when you're reaching out to people and you know you're not really getting the result that you want to hear, don't give up. It can literally manifest into something later on down the line. So that actually really takes me to my last point, which is don't give up. Don't give up. This point is very crucial when looking for fashion internships, because it can be very disheartening. It can put you in a very like sad mindset and very, you know, defeatist mindset of saying nobody wants me, I'm applying to millions of internships a day and I'm never gonna get one. But if you have that mindset, honey, you really will never get one. You need to have the mindset of I will get one of these days, okay? And you really will. If you want it bad enough, you really will get one. I remember when I was applying, and as I was applying, like no one was getting back to me. I interviewed at really big names. For example, like I said, I interviewed at Matches, I interviewed at Topshop. I remember when I got the email saying I didn't get the Topshop one, I really cried. I cried so bad because I was like, I'm never gonna get another internship, nobody wants me, oh my god. I literally cried real tears. Uni finished. All summer long I was still applying to internships, so basically I had the whole of summer to try my best to secure one before uni started again, because when uni started again, third year, I had to be in that year or be on an internship. It was like one or the other. It literally came to the week of uni induction starting. All hope was pretty much kind of lost. So my induction was on a Thursday, and on a Tuesday I literally got an email in my inbox, spring, and it said, we saw that you've applied to be an intern here at Diesel. We'd love for you to come in for an interview. I said, what? What in the world? Imagine this was Tuesday and my uni was starting again on Thursday. I had 2 days. I could not believe it. So I was literally hoping and praying for that interview. The interview was great, it was a breeze. And as I literally was going back home to Birmingham, because the interview was in London, because that's where the head office is, she got a call from the Diesel manager and she said, hey babe, we'd love for you to take the job. Is it something that you want? And I was like, yes, Yeah, I'd love it. They were like, great, okay, so we'll email you over all the details and then we can get you processed and you can just start working with us. So I literally hung up the phone and I was so happy because I did not have to start uni in a few days time. It literally just shows that you should not give up when you're looking for internships. And it's funny as well with internship, it's like it can be really hard to get your first one, but after you get that one, then it becomes more like a snowball effect, because once a company says that you have this company on your CV, then they can be like, oh, we like them, okay, cool, you're reputable, we'll take you on. And of course, having this fashion internships on your CV will give you the experience that you need to secure that amazing fashion job that you want. So yeah, those are my tips. I hope you enjoyed them and I hope you enjoyed my little stories, and I hope these tips are able to help you. I hope you were able to take a few notes and were able to get a few gems out of this video. If you have any further questions, honestly, drop them down below in the questions and I'm happy to answer them. Please do like, comment and subscribe. Bye guys. Mwah.